Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy, and tonight I'm going to have a go at building this Matchbox 172 Spitfire Mark 9. Now, this is actually a vintage kit, obviously, because Matchbox, I don't think, actually produce model kits anymore, or hardly anything, in fact. And this kit I actually got off eBay from a guy called Optica Techna. Now, this particular kit originates in 1972. That was when it was first issued in kit form by Matchbox, off this particular mould. It's gone through several reboxings of cover art since then, and this one was originally produced in 1982. So we're looking at something that's probably going to be sort of 35 to 40 years old. So basically, this kit is younger than me. Oh, that kind of really deflates me, but there we go. I've got together some bits and bobs here, some bits of kit that I'm going to be using tonight. I've got some sanding sticks, a couple of types of glue, some pegs, some tweezers, some snips, and a file. Now, those of you that have watched me build models before will know that I'm actually a novice at this. My last kit building experience mainly came from 33 years ago, when I was a young boy of roughly sort of 12, 13, 14. I'm going through a bit of a midlife crisis, and I've decided to start modelling again. I've actually got a collection of 33 Spitfires, which is available online for you to see if you do so wish. And my actual kit style of building is kind of rather rapid. I'm not doing this to upset or irritate people, but basically my intention is to build up, well, hopefully around about 10 or 12 airframes, and then I'm going to start having a go at painting, because there is obviously an art to building models, and the assembly is definitely one part of that, but a lot of these kits are actually quite simple, so even a novice like myself can get a reasonably good result out of them if they spend a decent amount of time. Now, I'm hoping to get through this in 20 minutes, and that's not what you're supposed to do. This isn't a tutorial, this is just me bish bash bosh banging a model together. I've got about 6 airframes at the moment, which we're going to do some painting next week, I reckon, and then hopefully we're going to start moving on to something else. I do apologize if you guys are a little bit bored of me doing Spitfires, but like I say, what I'm actually doing is for my own benefit. I'm afraid it might be a little bit boring for you, but I do apologize. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So anyway, let's cut a few of these big parts off the sprue in preparation. I probably should have prepared these a little bit better, sanding them off, but I thought you might be interested in watching me cut them off the sprue. And we'll do a little bit of sanding and touching up as we go along, but like I say, I just want to make these kits up pretty quick, so they're not going to be perfect. If you want a perfect, watch somebody making a perfect model, I'm afraid that maybe this isn't quite the channel for you yet. I am actually hoping to increase my abilities, obviously. When I do start moving on to some of my slightly more interesting and, well, expensive kits that I've actually managed to accumulate over the past couple of months, I promise I will actually be taking a hell of a lot more care with what I'm doing. So here we go. This one's kind of interesting, this kit, because as you can see, it actually, well, the sprues come in 2 colours. We've got a green sprue and we've got a grey sprue. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I haven't actually seen it before, but I mean, it's going to look quite interesting, I gather, when we get it built. So I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit, because I'm going to cut off a few of these slightly more fiddly bits. Like I say, I really should have done this before. I've got to be honest with you. You probably don't want to listen to me waffling away, you just want to see a kit getting built, but it is kind of difficult trying to talk and build at the same time. I'd like to think I'm kind of good at multitasking, but when I tend to have a chat at work with people, well, there's not much work going on. Just going to pull these ones off. I know that's not the best way to do it, but like I said, we're not aiming for perfection tonight. Right, there's the seat. Let's have him off. Now, one thing I actually like about this model is we've got one of these guys. We've got a pilot. Whee! I'm not going to fit him in tonight because, as seems to be the case with model kits these days, the manufacturers are obviously scrimping and saving and not giving us a pilot, which I find a little bit annoying. What do you think? You know? I mean, if you want to actually do a diorama with a plane sort of sitting on the airfield, you don't really need a pilot. And I have noticed that, you know, companies like Airfix do actually produce a whole range of accessories to, you know, help you with dioramas, but, you know, they don't give us a pilot. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Right, we've got some cannons and the cowlings on these, and we've got a few other little fiddly bits. I'm just going to put them off camera for now and grab them when we need them. Like I said, I ain't using the pilot. I'm going to paint these pilots up and put them in some, hopefully put them in some slightly nicer models that I'm going to take a little bit more care with at a later date. And let's see about getting this thing together. Like I say, hopefully I'll be out your way in about 20 minutes. If all goes according to plan. Which, if you've watched me build models before, sometimes it don't quite go that way. Okay, so we've got the nose cowling, we've got the propeller. We've got a little circular bit, which is number 6. Let's try and find that with my rubbish eyesight. There he is. Number 6. I'm going to build another couple of models hopefully this evening. And if you manage to stick with me through this build, I promise that I will do a bit of preparation before I go online next time. Right, so here we go. Let's get going. We've got our Tamiya extra thin cement. I admit I've got glue on my fingers. That's a brilliant start. Kind of admit I'm not getting on amazingly well with the Tamiya extra thin. Kind of has a tendency to set rather quickly, and you know, it's probably with me just not really not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Is it really that obvious? Yeah, it probably is. Now there's a bit of excess on there. For speed of build, I'm just going to leave that on. He says, yeah, there we go. That's gone on. Got our glue in there. We've got it in. Go, and we need to put the little bit on the end. A bit of glue on there, a little dab. There we go. All done. So now we're going to put our pilot in. I think, yeah, yeah, we're going to put this together first, and then we're going to put the pilot in. Kind of hoping that's what you intended, Mr. Matchbox. Let's get a load of this on. Now, some people have told me that actually the best way to apply this extra thin is to actually put it on the seam when you put them together. I don't know, it's just, I mean, that's obviously the way to do it. Bearing in mind I haven't built kits for a long time, it just doesn't seem logical to me, but I've got to really start thinking about doing these things properly, so I'll probably give that a go. Just now, apparently it has some sort of capillary action, and it draws itself into the where you're trying to glue it together. And yeah, that does seem to work. I mean, I'm just conscious about leaving glue streaks all over the place. I mean, I know it's designed not to do that, I guess, but when I used to build these when I was a kid, I mean, I kind of remember building the thing. One of the first kits I built was a Vickers Wellington, and geez, there was glue all over it. I mean, I had to paint the damn thing just to get rid of some of the glue marks, you know. I mean, and the less said about my effort at painting, the better then as well. Right. Oh no, we forgot to put the propeller in. Oh no. Never mind. I don't want the propellers to spin, so I'm just going to stick it on the front. Like I said, I'm more of a budget than a sort of expert at the moment, but I'm just kind of conscious that, you know, building a kit live is potentially a bit of a long drawn out experience for the viewer. Now there's some much more experienced and hey, they're a lot better at this than me, YouTubers out there, and they are obviously very skilled at video editing. Yeah, I'm a self-confessed technophobe, so that's something that I'm going to have to learn how to do. So, you know, I mean, this is very much a work in progress kind of enterprise that I've got going on. Is that the right word? Enterprise? I suppose so. I mean, it'll do for now. Where's that damn seat gone? There he is. Let's see if we can get him in. Let's put that there. This is going to have to be done really quickly before this damn glue goes off. I think I did that really well. If the glue sets, that is. Kind of like the way it's got a silver chair or a grey seat with the grey fuselage. That's kind of cool looking. Okay, so we've completed section 2. Kind of. Kind of, he says. What a muppet. Right, now we're going to put the tailplane together. Let's get you in, Mr. Thing. Silence. Yeah, come on. Oh, don't want to go in there, do you? Are you going to stick? I'm a little bit impatient, you can tell. There we go. Kind of missing the hole for the wheel by the look of it, the tail wheel. I'm trying to think on the feet of how I'm going to deal with that right now. Don't think I've got a pin anywhere local. I think I'll just stick the tweezers in. Oh, he's drooping. I need to get these straight. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Right, moving on to number 4, we're going to put that to one side. Hopefully you might set. Oh, wings, we've got our pegs at the ready. I'm going to put these wings together. I want that piece first. Quite sure what that is, but it's definitely part of it there. There we go, that seems to snap together quite nicely. There we go. Get a peg on. Oh, I've gone quiet again. Sorry about that, I was just concentrating. There we go. That's our wing section together. I mean, this has got some detail on it, but obviously we're looking at something from a moulding that was originally produced in 1972, so it's not great. Let's be honest, it ain't brilliant. All right, we want the exhaust manifolds next, which are here. If anybody's interested in how I get my info on dates, I actually use a website called ScaleMates, and ScaleMates gives you the opportunity to trace the lineage, I suppose you could say, of where your models are from. mean, I think it's quite useful if you don't know much about this, because I went out and bought 33 Spitfires, all different, I thought, because they were coming in different boxes. Some of them different, I thought, because, you know, one kind of looks old and one looks new. Yeah, that's not quite how it works, guys. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are very familiar with reboxing and reissues, but, you know, I went and bought 33 models, and I probably ended up with, I don't know, 15 different kits, maybe. Yeah, so it's the kind of thing that happens when you don't know what you're doing. Welcome to my life. Don't know what I'm doing. Just making it up as I go along. All my videos are quite obviously unscripted as well, by the way. There we go, he's in. Let's put him down now and see what we're going to do next. Right, next we've got the aerial, which is part number 23. There he is. Whoops. Ooh. What's going on there? Oh, it's got the part number attached to the aerial. There we are. Right. Have we got a hole for the aerial? No, we haven't got a hole for the aerial. Okay. We haven't got a hole for the aerial. There should be a hole there, apparently. Well, you know what? I don't see one. Well, guy, you're not going to get a radio. Sorry. I'm kidding. I'll probably stick it on later. Now, it's also asking me to put the cockpit cover on, and I'm just kind of got into the habit of not doing that. I realise that's not good form, but I'm just scared of putting glue all over them. I've got to be honest with you, that's what it is. It's just, you know, it's a throwback to when I was a kid and I ended up with gloopy glue all over all my cockpits, and then being almost as impatient when I was a child as I am now. The next thing I ended up doing was getting bloody paint all over them as well. It would be a good idea if we tried to put the fuselage on the right way now, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be good. I think those wings have gone off. I mean, the one thing about this Tamiya extra thin cement is it does set off really, really quickly. Unlike the gloopy glue poly cement, that one came free with a Airfix kit. That fits together really nice. And we've got some gloopy glue marks again. Nothing a bit of paint won't hide. Yep, that's me when I was a child. So it looks like we've completed step 5 apart from the aerial, because we haven't got a hole. I have obviously got a drill. I haven't unpacked it or used it yet, which is kind of like a lot of the gear that I've got. I think I can still see the aerial, so maybe we'll have a go at drilling off camera, and maybe we'll stick it on, maybe we won't. Whoops. So what have we got here? I think they're part of the landing gear. What's this bit here? Don't even think that's not even part of the plane. I think we're done with that spool. There we go. I've got a couple of cannon there, I think. The green ones. They are numbers. Get out. 22. Can you remember number 22 for me, please, guys? 22. They're the guns. 22, the green ones, are the guns, and here's the little tail wheel. Again, I didn't see much of a hole going on for that, so I might have to press the panic button in a minute. So I think that's something to do with the oil temperature, that little part there. And I don't know. I think these are air intakes, but somebody corrected me and said that they're radiators. I think they're air intakes for the radiators. I seem to have some clued up people watching me do this, so you know, drop us a line. Let us know what the hell these pieces are. Oh, we got that wrong way round. There we go. Nearly swore on camera. Don't swear on camera. YouTube doesn't like it. Don't swear on camera. There we go. That's that bit done. I was going to actually do this last night, but I actually work nights, and I've got to be honest with you, I've done 4 nights on the bounce, and the prospect of building a Spitfire or building anything was just, that wasn't happening. Just I didn't get up till 6 o'clock at night. All I wanted to do was eat and chill out. Right, intakes are on. Now we've got to try and get this wheel in. I think that'll work. I've learned that the wheel goes backwards. Yeah, there we go. It's just teasing back a little bit. There we go. Got the wheel in. Let's get these guns on. Cannon. Guns, cannon, same bloody thing. I might need to expand these holes a little bit, I think. Impromptu use of tweezers in place of... Oh, we're forcing that open. That's not clever. Yeah, it's not clever. We'll fix that later. Don't worry about it. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, they look good. A bit better than some of the other ones I've done. Right, let's just let them set a bit while we have a look at this old landing gear. God, I hate doing landing gears. Yeah. I might have made a boob here and cut part of the landing gear off, guys, so well, never mind. I think I might have done, you know. Oh well, that's going to be a bit of a hit and hope, I'm afraid. There he is. Oh, God, I can't be doing with that. Yeah, I'll definitely pre-prepare my next Spitfire, which, hey, strangely enough, I'm going to build straight away after this one. That's what you're getting, YouTube, from me. You're getting commitment. Commitment to the algorithm. Let's smash some content. I think that goes that way. Yeah, I definitely did cut something off there when I... Yeah, there's definitely a good idea is to pre-prepare before you do videos. Note to self, I have done that previously. And we've got a slightly more shorter video. These are going to be a bit of an abomination, I'm afraid. Not exactly sure where that's supposed to go. This... I think that's, like I said, I think this is something to do with the keeping the oil temperature down. Oh, excuse me, I did just burp. Kind of need a beer. We'll have a beer on our next build. Let the wheels go outwards. If these are ready to stick. Does that answer your question? They are ready to stick to the table, but they're not ready to stick to the model. Yeah, that's great. I just stuck the damn things to the table. Yeah, we're going to pre-prepare the landing gear next time, guys. I don't like doing landing gears. I really don't. Really, especially when you cut the damn pin off. These are going to be an abomination. Never mind. It's a carcass to paint. That's all it is, people. A carcass to paint. I know it's kind of interesting. I'm building a 40-year-old model. I do apologise to the purists out there. But these are my models and I need to learn how to paint. I've got some nice Spitfires to do, and I've got a whole load of 135 to do when I get my head around this painting malarkey. When I say a whole load, I got a load. You're going to be surprised. I'm basically creating a model shop in my house, I suppose. Kind of hope you guys keep watching, because otherwise, you know, I might just have to sell it to pay the bloody mortgage. Right, there we go. We haven't got the cockpit cover on. That's here. That'll go later. I'll put that on later on when I've painted it. Those guns look pretty mean and menacing. We've got a couple of little gaps going on. I'm going to try and fix those off camera. It's not perfect. I ain't trying to get perfect. Perfect will be a couple of months. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my little video. Questions and suggestions are welcome. Please like and subscribe and join me for my model building ride. Meow.